Weird. Weird. I'm still... Maybe? Like... I do not know what the problem is. It's a subtle thing. Oh, how do I even explain? I mean, it's a little. Yeah, I just heard it right there. It's a click. Did you just hear that? It went. It's a little delayed. How do I don't even know how to describe it. Is the problem? Um, and let me just hear if it does it on the playback from my phone. It went. It's a little delayed. I don't even know how to describe it. Is the problem? And let me just hear if it does it on. And I'm seeing issues there. Playback from my phone. It's a little delayed. We're gonna get some weird. Yeah, sound like it cut out briefly. Exactly, and it's yep. It's doing that right now. It's getting like, and I'm getting these stutters in the video feed as well. Shoot, friends, I all my plans today. Do I have another mic to make sure that's not the issue? I don't. I do. I think I know what the issue is, but hang on. Oops. Very good masks, by the way. Very good masks. Korean masks. Great for singing. This is my bag I bring to church for various mics and odds and ends. Okay. Look familiar? And just for funsies, we'll try the Shure SM57. Where is it? There we go. SM57. Boom. We'll try that too with the pop filter. How I'm. It's like something with the. It's the CPU. It's the CPU. It's got to be. It's not registering that it's a CPU. But gosh, Nerd 94 masks? No, it's not. It's not 94. It's just one. It's one mask, Korean mask. It's helpful. It's good. Okay, tried and true SM57. Right. Right. For Lead Link. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna mute. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. Oh, nope. Did it right there. That time it sounded like a loose cable. That's XLR. It is XLR. Could it be loose cable? Maybe. I don't. Shouldn't be. All right, that's doing that still. We'll just try the SM57 for funsies. Testing one. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1. Oh wow, I'm still hearing it. What an interesting difference between this and the last mic. Obviously, I don't have any of the equalizer set up. You're hearing it. It's not mic for sure. Yeah, definitely not the mic. It's working on everything. But obviously I don't have the equal. It's the CPU. It's the CPU.
It was I who allowed your rebel friends to subscribe to your channel.
Just heard that. Okay, so interesting that Nexo, thank you so much. You came in, unfortunately, while I'm troubleshooting issues here. But okay, so the cutting in and out on my end, I'm hearing a stutter, and I'm hearing that brrr until it completes the sentence. In fact, during that whole pause when the alert was going, I heard every single part of the phrase, but just in a stuttered fashion, like it was going, if I said hello, it would be like that, right? What I'm hearing when I pulled my phone up was just a cutout on audio. So you're hearing a little stutter as well. Have I switched OBS to GPU more than CPU? Now that was a full cutout. This is getting worse. So you're hearing something different than I'm hearing, even though I should be hearing exactly what you're hearing. And what makes matters worse, now I guess I could go into audio and double check that I'm hearing the right thing here, but yep, it should be all the same thing. What makes matters worse is that I am looking and I'm standing at CPU and memory levels that are totally fine. GPU, CPU, everything is fine. It's a little high. Power usage is very high. Power usage is high. So what is that all about? Oh, I've done that. Nexo. I've restarted the stream. I've restarted the computer. The whole thing. Okay. I don't know if there's something in the air. It could be interference from radio waves or something. It can't be that. No, because by the way, Scooter, I know you can't really hear it. The reason I have the mics, and I have actually a pretty nice little mic collection I've just gained through the years. It's because of music. And so both the mics that you see here, this is actually my setup that I use for church. I use this for my guitar, and I use this for voice. Even though this is typically not a vocal mic, but I use the two of these, this for guitar, this for voice, and that's how I end up doing that. Yeah, I hate to say it, everybody, but I am certain, because I've experienced something like this before. I actually think it might be my laptop dying. I really do. I think my laptop is maxing out, which and now I'm dropping frames. I'm dropping frames, my friends. Could it be an internet issue? we could test really quickly. I will bring the stream to a halt in doing so, but let me actually do this by pulling up the internet and do a speed test. This is poor form, but we're going to run a speed test while we're live and see what happens. Interestingly, our download is a lot slower than it should be, but our upload appears to be just fine. Yeah, we've got 10 upload. That should be plenty. Download is sitting at about 90, 89.5 to be precise, at least according to this test, which is low for what we have. I believe we have a 200 down in order to get the 10 up, which is terrible. Oh, internet providers are kind of the worst to deal with. I'm getting errors in OBS. I'm dropping frames. The only thing I can think is that it's got to be maybe restart the internet. I mean, that doesn't explain the audio glitches we're getting right now. That doesn't explain this. I'm trying to get comfortable. Okay, I don't. There we go. Why are we dealing with this? Oh, friends. There are three categories of lost frames in OBS. Is it dropped, missed, or skipped? It says dropped frames, 155. That's good to know. I actually didn't know that, Swirly Eyed Link. Thank you. My bit rate, I'll tell you. Why is this doing this? Dropped is internet. So we might be dealing with two different things. Now, it says 155 dropped frames, but it's been fine since. It's stable right now. It's been stable for some time. So it's my fancy idea here, but it times out. Okay. Skipped is encoding. Okay. See, I'm learning something new. I did not know that. Nexo, thank you for asking. That's helpful to know. I guess here, I'll just go ahead and move over to, Whoa! Did you see that? Wow. Yeah. Now I'm running at 100 CPU. Now it's 100 CPU. It was I'm literally watching Task Manager is open. Task Manager is open, and I'm watching everything. Now we're at 100 CPU. We were not before. We were not at 100 CPU before, but we are now. Again, nothing has changed. I have not changed any settings. I've changed any settings since. No settings have changed. I've not updated anything since the last stream. I haven't done, all I did is I shut down the computer and then I just started it again. So I think we need to shut this stream down, everybody. My bit rate is 3,000 kilobits per second. Kilobits? I don't remember bits or kilobytes. Nexus says that my computer would get worse depending on temperature of the room. Man, I had a really fun stream planned for you tonight, my friends. I am so utterly disappointed right now. I am so utterly disappointed. I can imagine maybe part of the internet issue could be that this is prime time. Oh boy, why is this happening? Oh, I feel defeated. This stinks. This stinks. My computer's dying. I'm reading what you're saying. If NVENC GPU encode is probably hitting 100, and this is actually, I've done both on here. I've tried both on here because the thing is that my laptop actually has a dedicated GPU and it's pretty darn good. So I'm trying to find where it is here. So right now I'm using software X264, which would make sense. Why? Holy cow! OBS is now skyrocketing, and we're looking at 80. It's going up to almost 90% of my CPU is just OBS. Why is that? Hey, Goldleafeon. What I don't understand is why it wasn't saying 100% CPU before if it's saying it now. I mean, I do have more things on this scene, so that's a factor as well. See, when I do this, there's less stuff. And now it's dropping down to from 90 to about 70% CPU. Still, I haven't had it up that high. Normally, what this is running at right now, about 70, is the max that the other scene would get to. Swirleon Link says, if so, you could... Oh, hold on a second. Do I record locally? No, I do not, and it is not recording right now. And virtual camera is not on either. You know, Scooter, I'm not. I mean, the thing is, I have been rocking 3,000 kilobytes, ren bytes, whatever they are, for every stream. Yeah, I mean, right now my CPU is not maxed out. I'm at a loss. Yeah, it shouldn't cause problems even if that's higher than normal. Well, friends, wait, now I'm not hearing it. Well, I'm hearing it a little bit. I don't know. I'm starting to not hear the issue. I'm hearing a click. I'm hearing a little bit of a click. I don't know who is here, who's staying with me. Thank you for being here. I know, yeah, it's still going on. I got to just tell you right now, if you are new, or if you are still relatively new to the Friends of Mana, I really want to thank you for your patience. This is not something that I appreciate happening when I have these kinds of issues. I do not like it one bit. And yeah, I wasn't hearing it as much either, but I'm hearing it now. There's no simple answer. This is just, whatever, the quality just tanked hard. More dropped frames for a little bit, but better now. I could not tell you what's happened. So I guess I will have to try and run some system scans and see. Otherwise, it looks like now we had a very this is not me complaining at all, but considering the new work and everything, and some of our tightening of our belts, we had a very modest Christmas in terms of gift giving. I don't have the cash to buy a new computer for streaming, but I really do think, because I've run into this before, I really do think that... Oh, Swirly-Eyed Link, you are correct there. One thought could be a thermal issue. Maybe the CPU fan is dying. I'd expect the CPU to hit 100% just at a lower gigahertz. Actually, I can hear the fan going. However, thermal issues with this laptop have always been a thing, and maybe they're a little bit hot, maybe it's a little hotter than normal. But I can feel right now I am getting airflow. I can hear the fans. It normally does get warm to the touch. It's warm, it's not hot. It has gotten hot before, but it's still warm to the touch. Um, but I honestly, what I'm thinking is, I could reformat this too, which would be a pain. I hate reformatting things. I probably am long overdue for reformatting two computers, the desktop and this. I've thought about getting an SSD in the desktop too, but no, I haven't run the computer at all. I turned it on, reboot it. Oh no, Nerd Holly. I hate when that happens. I've had two computers where the batteries have died, and that's terrible. Nerd Holly says the battery on the laptop is swelling and can't really be used unless it's plugged in. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess, hey, if you are here and you've stuck around, thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm having these tech issues. I had a lot of announcements I wanted to share tonight, a lot of things I wanted to say. I'm disappointed that this isn't working. I will, if it's in Nerd Holly, I'm not sure. It's an audio issue. Even when I'm not streaming, I'm hearing this. So, oof. Give me a few moments. I will, I'm going to shut this down and see what I can do. I may be able to stream again. I may not. I don't know what to tell you yet. So, you might see me again in a couple minutes. You might not. Friends, I will be troubleshooting one way or another to hopefully get this all working for our next stream. And I am so sorry. Really, truly, I am. And if you are new around here, please be patient with me. Give me another shot if you would. I greatly appreciate it. And for those of you who are still new to the Friends of Mana, please know this is not something that I enjoy doing. I want to have quality here on this stream. So, all right. Can I simplify the scene in OBS? Yeah. We'll try that. We'll try one more thing here. It's not a bad idea. Oh, my mouse is not working. Somehow I ended up where I wanted to be, even though that's not what I intended, how I intended to do it. But okay, we got there. Weird. Okay, it's still doing it though. This is literally the most simple scene I have, and we're running at 86% CPU. All this is literally one text field. By the way, did it just transition straight to the podcast mode from my camera with the full room, or did it actually have something in between? Because my mouse was acting weird. You heard a little blip. Yep. I'm hearing it a little bit still. It's still happening. I think now you might be onto something though, actually. Well, now I'm not hearing it. No, it wasn't even a stinger. It was a straight oh yeah, I heard it again. Less than before. No, I'm still hearing it though. And what it is, I actually had a friend of Mana who has a background in audio engineering to help me out. I believe it is a taxation on the USB hub, or if that's the right word, I can't remember. Essentially, there is a part of hardware that is actually in a computer, and usually there might be a couple of these hubs, I believe they're called, and that's where everything's routed. But basically, there's only so much throughput in each direction. And of course, I do have a lot of things plugged into this laptop, cameras and and various other things. I am plugging the XLR into USB 2.0. I have USB 3.0, and that's what I use for my cameras. So we're down to 70% CPU, which is about where we were when I had just the camera on me. But I think at the end of the day, Swirly-eyed Link, you're gonna laugh at me here. I have okay. I have 3 USB ports on this computer. I have one that is USB 3.0 and 2 2.0s. Root hub, that's what it is. Thank you. There's a single USB. Well, when you say single USB 2 root hub, does that cover USB 3, or do you mean there's a 3 hub and a 2 hub, or just a single hub for both 3 and 2? Honestly, I don't even know. This is beyond my knowledge, so you might be able to give me some direction here. But what I was going to say is that I believe you're right. There is only one hub, root hub, on this computer. Generally, you get 2 USB ports per root hub. So you'd have one for USB 2 and another for USB 3. I feel like I heard something, though, about this one having only one. I could be wrong. Maybe you're right. In terms of the USB 2.0, the only thing I have plugged into that is let's see, I have two USB sound cards to capture the audio from my mixer and to capture the audio from my game devices. Excuse me, I take that back. Also plugged into the USB 2.0. So plugged into the USB 2.0 hub, one of the USB or root hub, I have one USB port with a USB 2.0 hub, whatever that would be called. And that hub has those 2 USB sound cards plus my foot pedal. Frankly, I can't remember if there's something else. I'm trying to think. That might be it. Oh, my Stream Deck. Okay, so those 3 things into the USB 2.0, one of the USB 2.0s. None of it taking too much. And then in my USB 3.0, I have a hub as well with 2 capture devices. It's the one for my camera and one for the computer, for the game system or computer. That's what I have. It's something that I have had set up this way for a very long time. You doubt the USB 3.3 side is causing any problems? I mean, I would hope so, but I mean, who knows? Swirly-eyed Link says, I wish I knew more about bandwidth used by USB audio interfaces. I know I've had issues with this audio with this computer. It's been a pain for a long time. However, here's what I can tell you. I am pretty sure USB 2.0 gives you 480 megabytes per second minus overhead. I'm definitely not using that for the audio, I would think, since I have it at, what, max, like 120 or something like that, whatever if we're talking about the same thing. Anyway, but it sounds like it's getting better, though. Knock on wood. Sometimes this just starts to work itself out, but I don't understand why it... Oh, I just heard it again. again, nothing changed in my setup. I shut the computer down, had the computer off all throughout Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then I turned it on to stream, and it's not working. My friends, I guess I'm going to give up defeated. Unfortunately, for now, I will keep working on this. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your patience. I'm deeply, deeply sorry that this did not work out better and very disappointed. I'm going to try tearing things apart, running some diagnostics on my machine, probably double checking, triple checking some updates. So sorry. Thank you so much for all of your help, everybody. Swirly-eyed Link, I really appreciate all of your help as well. Especially, hey, my friends, thank you. Merry Christmas. This is a small setback. We'll touch base again. Maybe I'll stream again. I don't honestly know. We'll try and see what tonight holds. But I am going to hopefully sort this out and hopefully be able to share all kinds of exciting news with you. Yeah. Oh, this is not how I saw this stream happening. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.